Communication, very, very important. Like I remember when I was doing my MBA, so I had actually mugged up. I wrote one complete copy on communication. It is so important. Communication, motivation, leadership, a very important chapters if you do MBA. So now communication again is of three types. One is a verbal communication. Like I am talking to you, this is verbal. Now how I write emails or I write letters, that is a written communication. And one is a non-verbal communication, and that is the body language. I am not going into too much of a detail, but you can understand. Like when you talk to a person or a person talks to you, वो पता लग जाता है. You can make out what you are thinking, what is there in your mind. That is your body language. So your body language has to be very, very positive. Any questions so far? Interpersonal skills. Like you need to develop your interactive skills. You should be able to talk to people and get friendly with them, because there are so many people who don't talk. They want to talk, but they have their inhibitions, they have their apprehensions. So please remove them and start talking to people. In India, even today, so much of our online marketing and so many things are happening, but please understand, relationship marketing still holds good. The way you are able to make relations, and that you need to invest a lot of your time in that. It's not money. You have to invest a lot of your time and make efforts. So these interactive skills or interpersonal skills are very important. Time management, time punctuality. Like if we have given some time to a visitor, then we should reach there in time. Attendance. Like ये नहीं आज सुबह मूड आया ठीक है आज नहीं जाते ऑफिस. So time discipline, punctuality, attendance, they are quite important these days. You need to be a team player. There are so many people who are very good workers. They will do things themselves and they will do it perfectly. But when it comes to working along with a team, they fail. Right? So you need to be a team player. You should have that team spirit, in team culture, team spirit. All these things should be there within you. Otherwise, you will never be able to work with people. Here I would touch upon management. If you people have read books, like the father of management, F.W. Taylor. I have read it in my MBA days, but I still remember that definition. So the basic definition is the art of getting things done through the effort of others. So here, through the effort of others is very, very important. It is very easy to work yourself, but very difficult to make people work. So here I would also touch upon the... It's not working, I think. This marker is permanent actually. This is permanent. This thing is permanent.
Minimum हल्के हाथ से.
कोई बात नहीं. It's okay. It's okay. So no, this is actually, the pen is a permanent marker. No problem. Please sit. No problem. So here I would touch men, money. Please focus here.
इस तरफ से.
Likely to fall? That is what he says. So men, money, machine, material. Have you, anyone of you have read this?
Yes.
Good. You have read.
Even
So
in BCom also. Management.
Good. So in this man, money, machine, material method, only this is uncontrollable. This human brain. All these things are controllable. Men, 5 M's of management we call. So man, money, machine, material, method. So out of this, some management guru has also, what he did is, he wrote management and he put this stroke here, like oblique.
Yes. My favorite.
Managing men tactfully is management.
My favorite.
Very important. Don't ignore this. managing men tactfully is actually management. Rest everything is very easy to handle, but human brain is the trickiest, always remember. So taking work from people in your team, if you are a team leader, coming back to the point, it's very important, so you have to take your team along. Then don't keep waiting for like somebody will come and motivate me. Like this young lady, she wrote to me, I derive pleasure in getting inspired. Very good. She derives pleasure when somebody inspires her. It was on chat when she was organizing things for me. So she said, fine, very good. But the next level is self-motivation or self-discipline. Everything should be self. कोई नहीं करता है तारीफ नहीं करे, कोई क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I know that I believe in myself. I am on the right track. So don't wait for others to motivate you. Be self-motivated and also be like self-disciplined. Yeah, welcome. Please come. Then task execution and quality consciousness. Like you please believe in quality. Like it's not that you have to hurry up on everything, especially in your field. In the field of finance and accounts, you can't just hurry up and make mistakes in numbers. Just cannot. It can prove to be a disaster. Of course, these days it is no longer slow and steady wins the race. These days it is fast and steady wins the race. So you have to be fast also. ये नहीं भाई आराम से like हम करेंगे. No, you have to be fast, but please do things with perfection. Right? Work ethics. Very, very important. Be आवाज नहीं चली? Okay. You can't hear me at the back? I have a very loud voice. So I think it can reach everyone. Voice. So work ethics, like be ethical. Then customer orientation, right? Customer relationship and customer orientation. Please believe in that. Like the customer should gather confidence in you. Like this will happen over a period of time only. And more you interact with that customer, understand what are his needs and wants. The basic definition of marketing is also this, like understanding the needs and wants of the person. So if you are able to understand the needs and wants and then work towards it, that is how you build the rapport with the customer. Rapport is never built over like you go to some bar and have a drink with him. No. All those things don't really work. You can have it, but those things only don't work. So you have to be very interactive, understand the problems, have some empathy for his needs, for the customer needs. Then you can build a very good rapport. You should also learn how to work under, I am actually rushing through because I think I have only 30 minutes. So though actually every topic is in itself a complete chapter. Trust me, every topic, every single point that I am touching upon is a complete chapter. So if you have any doubts, you can meet me afterwards also, like just in case you want to. So you should be able to work under extreme pressure. Then one more thing, mainly not for the freshers, but maybe for supervisor level people or even at top management level, just telling you there are 3 types of effect. If anybody has heard it, please let me know. One is a halo effect, one is a recency effect, and one is a contrast effect. Just quickly raise your hand if anybody has heard that. Nobody? Okay. Now halo effect is that we have formed some opinion about somebody. And every time when we look at him, he might have done any good work also. But we will keep appraising that person, the team player, no, he is like that only. That is a halo effect. Right? Recency effect. कल तक ये अच्छा काम नहीं करता था, अब भी इसने आज कुछ बहुत बढ़िया काम कर दिया, इतना बड़ा एक अकाउंट तोड़ के ले आया, बस उसको खूब बढ़िया नंबर मिल गए अप्रेजल में. That is, yeah, and vice versa also. Vice versa also. He's a great performer. He makes a mistake. How can you do like that? How can you do? So, like So this is known as recency effect. And one is, recency is recently. Like somebody has done recently, then you are appreciating. What I told you just now is a contrast effect. A high performer does something poor, and already somebody who was a low performer, today he has done something very, very great, and you give everything to that person. So these are the three effects. So any questions on this? Good. So these are again some traits which all of us have to acquire. Then how much time do I have?
15-20 minutes.
15-20 minutes. Then is your commitment. Like in commitment, I have noted down a few words. Like commitment, bolte na ki he is committed. Now when we say that he is committed, means he is dedicated, determination is there, dependability is there, reliability is there, accountability is there, perseverance is there. Like try again. Prioritization is also there. Focused approach. It is there. Goal oriented. You will have to be goal oriented, and winning instinct. You can't be pessimistic. No, I will not be able to break through this account. You have to be like a very positive, very ye to mere ko karna hi karna hai. So this is what I am saying, commitment. So your commitment level should be very high. Adaptability to change. Like this is like in biology, people who have studied biology, all living creatures are adapted. That quality of adaptability is there. But as we grow older and older, this diminishes. The moment you cross maybe 30-35 years of age, and this will diminish drastically. Adaptability. So never allow it to diminish, because you should be able to adapt yourself in a new environment. People will come, go, sometimes somebody may click you, his chemistry may match with you, next time it may not match. So that adaptability, even I tell you, I have experienced it, that people were not willing to even leave their chair and table. Like if Sneha is sitting on this table and chair, she is not willing if I tell her that from tomorrow you will sit on this table. That comfort zone comes to me. I will be very uncomfortable if I change my table, and I have experienced it. People don't. So be very adaptable to changes, and social behavior is very important. Like, I don't know whether you people come here, you just work, you go back. Uske baad, do we even telephone somebody? Suppose uski birthday hai, anniversary hai, or maybe some occasion is there, or even otherwise, do we mix socially? Because that sociability is very, very important if we have to grow in our career, right? Now, one by one, these are just I have touched upon. I am not going into too much of a detailing, but I would now like to hear from all of you. Like we can start from here. In fact, what are the I prefer not calling them as weak areas. That is how the discussion started with Millie. Like she said, gray area, weak area. So we call it as, let us call it as gray area. There are very thin line in between. But the moment you say weakness and all, then people feel it cannot be overcome. But in case of gray area, we feel that it can be, the gray area can be overcome. So maybe, and don't get conscious. Just speak out. Let us consume this rest of the time period in getting interactive with each other, and let me also understand what is that grey area that you have identified, just one grey area and one strength of yours. If you feel this is my strength, what is that strength and what is that grey area? Yeah.
So I think my grey area where I think improvement is required is when you mention about being a team player, I feel I lack there, because I can independently take up any project where I know I will be able to give the end result, but when it comes to giving it out or outsourcing it to somebody, having a team member to help you and getting the work out of them is somewhere I feel it challenging.
Good. And any strength?
strength, I feel that I can pull out any kind of conversation, can talk about various subjects and keep it engaged.
Oh, good, good. But what I am not touching upon, or nor am I trying to tell her or any one of you what needs to be done. Otherwise, that in itself is a very time-consuming session. But yes, or trust me, all these weaknesses or grey area, whatever you want to call it, they can be overcome. Obviously, a long process has to get involved, and I can help also each one of you. Just in case you have a grey area or you want to share anything, I can help you out. Yeah. Sit. Fast, but be fast.
Good evening, my name is Rajkanya. My grey area is I want to improve my English. I want to talk English fluently. That is my grey area. I want to improve that. And second strength is my grasping power in any subject is very
Completely
good.
agree.
So that is my strength.
You may not be knowing you have an English teacher sitting here in this classroom.
Okay.
She teaches English only.
Okay.
But you are speaking good English. English is not bad. It is good only. But anyway, yeah. If suppose somebody wants to speak in Hindi, please speak. Don't be nervous. अंदर से नहीं होना है. Public speaking. Remember, to become a leader, public speaking आपको चाहिए ही चाहिए. Yeah. Sorry.
क्या किया तो मैंने भी
मतलब मैं जल्दी करता कुछ देखा तो जल्दी बट वीकनेस थोड़ा लेजी पर्सन मतलब मेरा मन
Lazy. Okay. Good. Yeah.
दिखेगा सभी
जोर से. Communication. Which communication? Written, verbal, or non-verbal? Verbal. Okay. But all of you can meet me for your grey areas. I can assure you, you will overcome it very fast. All these things. I will give you some good tips how you can overcome it if you really want to overcome. Yeah. Please. She is my better half. You will not tell her grey areas. Yeah.
मेरा वीकनेस है सर इंग्लिश में बात करना, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ किसी से भी बात करने से डर लगता है.
डर लगता है, कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी है. ओके. सो टू थिंग्स, इंग्लिश. बट इंग्लिश नहीं आती इसकी वजह से तो नहीं डर लगता?
इसकी वजह से डर लगता है.
इंग्लिश नहीं आती इसकी वजह से.
लेकिन अभी तो तू हिंदी में बात कर रहा है तो डर के क्यों बात कर रहा है?
You see, English, let me tell you, my mother told me once when I was a child कि इंग्लैंड में बच्चा पैदा होते ही इंग्लिश बोलना शुरू करता है. उसको कोई सिखाता नहीं है. It is their mother tongue. So the day you make it your mother tongue, you will be able to overcome that. English, this part. Start talking in English. टूटी फूटी इंग्लिश ही बोलो आप, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Practice.
हाँ, practice makes a man perfect. Somebody will smile at you, let them smile. Within a short span of time, the child, remember, इंग्लैंड में बच्चा पैदा होता है, उसको डे वन से उसको इंग्लिश ही आती है, वो हिंदी नहीं सीखता है, राइट? बात करने में सबको बहुत डर लगता है. मनीष का डर तो नहीं लगता ना? मनीष यहाँ पर लोगों को डर बहुत लगता है.
मेरा लवर.
ओके. सो फियर जो है, यू हैव टू एक्चुअली पुट इट ऑन पेपर. What is that one thing or two things that make you fearful? What is that? Then I can definitely help you with that. और डर तो मतलब किस बात का डर है? भूत का डर तो नहीं लगता कहीं कि भाई कोई भूत का डर लग रहा है. किस बात का डर है? उसको इंग्लिश से डर लगता है बोलने में. तो आपको भी अपना लिखिए. अभी मैं नहीं कह रहा, अभी बताइए. बट प्लीज मेक अ नोट, टेक इट एज एन एक्सरसाइज. दिस इज एन ऑनगोइंग सेशन. आई सिट इन दिस वेरी ऑफिस. You all of you, most of you know me also very well. So please write it on a piece of paper and you can discuss it with me whenever I come here. Whatever, because this is how you will develop your personality, what I had written. Self-development is the first step. Second is the personality development. जब self development होगा तभी personality develop होगी, तभी आप leader बनेंगे. Right? Yeah. रोना आता है. ओके. वेरी सेंसिटिव. यू आर वेरी सेंसिटिव. इसने ये बोल दिया टची. ओके. एंड एनी स्ट्रेंथ? नो स्ट्रेंथ? कुछ तो होगी ना? मस्ट बी अ गुड सिंगर. या.
इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग
इंग्लिश बोलने में डर लगता है। तो मेरे को व्हाट आई फील इज दैट इंग्लिश नहीं आना इंडियन फील कि हम कहीं पर बैक कर रहे हैं। तो आई एक्चुअली फ्रेंकली आई डोंट एग्री हियर फ्रेंकली। I am a hardcore patriot. I speak good English. I have studied in a English medium school. But still I feel that English cannot be a qualification. You should be just confident in whatever you are talking about. और इंग्लिश तो सीखो, आप बोलना शुरू करो इंग्लिश, अपने आप आ जाएगी। कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं आ सकती। या short tempered. Okay. So then you have to.
You can drink a glass of water before when you are angry. Drink a glass of water and then only respond to whosoever is making you angry.
स्पीकर ये देना,
Good.
माइक देना उनको, मिली माइक देना प्लीज, उनको सुनाई नहीं दे।
हाँ कोई बात। It's okay, Mani.
Sir, my grade is social. I have not utilized social resource.
Sorry.
I have not utilized my social resource. I am having my poetry English and having lot of social research. But I have not utilized social resources.
You mean networking? You have a good networking.
I have a good networking, but I have not utilized properly resource.
So you are a great resource to this company, MG and Associates. You really, because networking only pays, as I told you, relationship marketing. Yeah. Fast. Otherwise, Many will ask me to stop the session. You will give some more time? 5-10 minutes? बहुत जल्दी ओपननेस नहीं आती है,
Opinion.
दे देती हैं, बना लेती है। अच्छा, तो अच्छी बात है ना। प्रोसेसिंग कितनी हुई है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। नहीं वो तो ठीक है, बट आपने उसकी प्रोसेसिंग कितनी करी है अंदर वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। बिना सोचे समझे नहीं देगा। या
Sir, my weakness, I would say again, sensitivity, and apart from this, little bit nervousness. So nervousness is if I go for a meeting somewhere, meeting a big people, so there I feel little bit nervous. What to speak, what not to speak.
I just remembered one thing, so thought of sharing with all of you. यहाँ पर ये fear और ये nervousness की ज़्यादा बात हो रही है. Let me write down this word fear. Can somebody give me a full form of fear? What is the full form of fear? Anyone? Fear किसको बोलते हैं? डर को बोलते हैं? अब इसका मैं बोलता हूँ, सबका full form बताइए fear word का। वो है नहीं एक्चुअली, बट माई आई डोंट थिंक कि वो कहीं लिखा हुआ है। आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू, या ऐसा कुछ है नहीं। फियर मतलब डर। अब इसका फुल फॉर्म क्या है मैं बताता हूँ। फॉल्स लिख सके लिख लीजिए, आपको हेल्प करेगा, सारे लोगों का फियर निकल जाएगा अभी इसी समय। एफ इज फॉल्स, ई से एविडेंस, ए से अपियरिंग, आर से रियल। False evidence. Let me also note down for future. I will also forget it other. Anyway, so, Shekhar, you can just note down. Fear. So, yeah, okay. For my future sessions, let me note down. So false evidence appearing real. Like suppose I just write down a fear. So now false. आपको लग रहा है हिंदुस्तान में तो साहब इंग्लिश के बगैर काम चलता ही नहीं है, बट ऐसा नहीं है। मैं आपको बोलता हूँ नहीं, मतलब बहुत ज्यादा हिंदी आप बोल रहे हैं। हिंदी की तो आई थिंक सबसे मोस्ट एक्सेप्टेबल लैंग्वेज है। यहाँ पर आप लोग काफी लोग मराठी भी होंगे मेरे ख्याल में, तो उल्टा मेरे को फियर होता है व्हेन आई सेड कि मेरे को मराठी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है।
False evidence then?
Appearing real. Appearing real, REAL. Like when I came to Maharashtra, I am from UP, so I got transferred to Pune. So everybody there was talking in Marathi only, and I could not understand anything कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं। अब वो लंच खा रहे हैं, 8-10 लोग हैं, वो पता लगा कोई हंसा तो हम भी हंसते थे, लेकिन क्यों हंसे वो लोग वो पता ही नहीं था। हाँ, आई एम टेलिंग यू, इट इज माय एक्सपीरियंस। तो ये होता है। तो वो जो है, इट इज द अदर, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू कन्विंस यू कि इट इज नॉट इंग्लिश, इट कैन बी मराठी, इट कैन बी एनीथिंग। साउथ तमिलियंस हैं या कोई भी लैंग्वेज आप ले लो, बंगाली, कुछ भी। तो वो जो है उल्टा फियर इधर भी होता है। ऐसा नहीं कि इंग्लिश नहीं आती है तो फियर है। इंग्लिश की तो बल्कि लेट मी टेल यू, ये जो इंग्लिश का फितूर है दिस इज मोर इन द नॉर्थ साइड. यहाँ पर तो मैंने इतना देखा भी नहीं है. पीपल दे टेक प्राइड इन टॉकिंग स्पीकिंग इन देयर लैंग्वेज. मराठी गुजराती ज़्यादा चलती है. पीपल लाइक मी हु आर फ्रॉम नॉर्थ दे ट्राई कि भाई इंग्लिश में बात करो. वो चाहते हैं क्योंकि उनको मतलब नहीं आती है वो लैंग्वेज, गुजराती या मराठी. सो फॉल्स एविडेंस, कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट, फॉल्स एविडेंस अपियरिंग रियल. आप किसी भी चीज से डर लगता है, सोचिए कि क्या वो चीज एग्जिस्ट भी करती है क्या, या आपने अपने मन में बिठा रखा है और आप उसमें उलझे हुए हैं. आप देखोगे कि आप ही उलझे हुए हो, नोबडी इज एक्चुअली बॉदर्ड, आप ही उसमें फंसे हुए हो. या नेक्स्ट
weakness will be saying no to anyone. Though I am disagreeing with his or her statement, maybe I am not agree initially. So I am not that blunt. I can say on his face.
You see, there are books written also. There is a book, The Art of Saying No.
No, yeah.
It is a skill.
I know.
But वो ठीक है, it comes with practice. Like I have also spent time in corporate. I have also learned I should not be offending the customer. I should not be offending the principal company. I should not be offending my own partner, Shekhar Nigam, sitting here. So that is the art of saying no. होता है. So you need to be very, मतलब थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ता है. बट नो बोला जाता है और नो बोलना चाहिए. बोलना चाहिए. If you are unhappy with somebody on something, अब don't offend him straight away, but think what can I tell him. वो थोड़ा गूगली देनी पड़ती है आपको. उसके बाद then you can say that no. I say no very easily. किसी को भी नो बोल देता हूँ. या मैडम
मिली स्विंग रखना ना, स्विंग.
ऐसी बोलिए आप. माइक चल नहीं रहा है इसका. चल रहा है.
वीकनेस होगी, इमोशनल हो जाती है.
सॉरी,
इमोशनली हो जाती है कुछ भी बोलने.
इमोशनल हो जाती है, मतलब रोने लगती हैं.
हाँ, मतलब सामने नहीं रोते हैं लेकिन अंदर से अच्छा नहीं लगता है. और जैसे कहते हैं कि मुझे थोड़ा ट्रेडिशनल बहुत पसंद है, सब फॉलो करना.
टीयर्स जो है ना वो नहीं निकल देती है बाहर. कोई गाना बहुत पुराना है, पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द ना जाने कोई, बाहर से तू खामोश है लेकिन भीतर भीतर रोए. सुना है गाना?
हाँ, सुना है.
तो इट इज अ वेरी गुड सॉन्ग. तो वो अंदर अंदर बहुत लोग रोते हैं, बट द मोमेंट आपने आंसू बाहर निकाल दिए फिर वो प्रोफेशनलिज्म वाली बात नहीं रहेगी. एंड यू शुड एब्जॉर्ब इट एंड देन ठीक है, बट ट्राई टू ओवरकम इमोशंस. Emotions don't work in day-to-day life actually. Other than कि somebody, God forbid, has lost his parents, mother, father, wants to cry, fine, that is okay. But अब बात में रोना मतलब मुश्किल है. Manish, you would like to say about gray area?
My weakness is I am too practical.
You are too practical.
So I cannot have about emotions. I talk logic. Somewhere it is not a weakness. And my strength is I like to apply mind to things, think about things. And more than 80-90 topics I have studied, and I keep studying and upgrading my knowledge.
So that job knowledge what I touched upon, yes, I can vouch for it. Manish is one of the most intellectual persons I must have encountered in my life. I am making a very open statement on that. One of the most intellectual persons. And you people must be experiencing it day in and out. Likewise, like Isneha, like a very, very hard-working and smart-working. But in fact, I got introduced to Manish through Isneha only. So I just got impressed by the perseverance, hard work. बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब. So you have a very good leadership team in place. Let me assure you on that. You have a very good leadership team. क्योंकि अगर लीडर ही बेवकूफ़ है ना, तो आप क्या ग्रो करोगे? Suppose अगर leader is not like he does not have all those qualities whatever I have just touched upon, तो आप क्या सीखोगे? So actually, let me also tell you one thing. I am sharing my experience with and very bluntly. Like जिन बातों पे I tell Shekhar also, जिन बातों पे like I have got a scolding from my bosses and you don't know to what extent I got. इतना प्यार से मैं सबको समझाता हूँ. I have been teaching to all my subordinates, everybody. I don't even tell them कि यार इस बात पे मेरे को डांट पड़ी थी. But I can actually narrate incidents where I was scolded like anything. वो जो अंदर से रोने वाली बात है, तो वो रोने वाली बात भी आ रही थी. But ठीक है, fine. That is how we learn. That is the hard way. I tell you very frankly and very honestly, if your boss is like your elder brother और एज में जाता है तो से फादरली, और आपको अगर देता है खींच के ना, प्लीज एनकरेज योर बॉस टू डू दैट, अदरवाइज आपका सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट कभी नहीं होगा. आपको ओपनली बोलता हूं मैं, टुडे व्हाटएवर आई एम इज बिकॉज ऑफ माय पास्ट बॉसेस ओनली, एंड सो मेनी पीपल, माय पेरेंट्स आर आल्सो देयर एंड सो मेनी पीपल, बट बॉसेस जो हैं दे प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. उस टाइम पे पहले क्या था, एट्रिशन उतना नहीं होता था, कंपनीज वर लिमिटेड. आई स्टार्टेड माय करियर इन 80s. एसी में फोर कंपनीज थी. आई वाज लाइक ब्लू स्टार में मैं था, तो ब्लू स्टार, वोल्टास, फेडरसलॉइड एंड ये उषा श्रीराम. वोल्टास, ब्लू स्टार, उषा श्रीराम एंड फेडरसलॉइड, दैट्स इट. देयर वाज नो फिफ्थ कंपनी. तो ऐसी टीवी में बीपीएल, वीडियोकॉन, आई वर्कड इन टीवी ट्रेड आल्सो, टीवी रेफ्रिजरेटर, बीपीएल, वीडियोकॉन, ओनिडा. एक थी हल्की पतली, ऑप्टोनिका शार्प. जस्ट 4 कंपनीज. सो क्या था कि एम्प्लॉय को भी मालूम है मैं कहीं जाने वाला नहीं हूं, और एम्प्लॉयर को भी मालूम है ये कहीं जाने वाला नहीं है. तो द फोकस वॉज ऑलवेज ऑन सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट और दीज पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट्स and some professional. I have been fortunate that I have worked in professional companies like BPL. I worked in Blue Star for 10 years. So they have spent lot of money on training sessions. Even this, like in MGA also, this process has started. So any company which believes in training sessions, that company will grow. I can give it to you in writing. And individuals also should respect that. If this company is spending some money on me or time on me, my boss is making some effort. So if you really want to develop yourself, or if you want to develop your personality, trust my words, please encourage your immediate superior to really correct your gray areas. Yeah, who's the next? Shekhar, would you like? Sorry, yeah.
So good evening, everyone. I am Shekhar Nigam and I am partner of Mathuresh. So I am getting lot of mentorship. I am fortunate that I am getting lot of mentorship from Mathuresh, and you know a lot of gray areas that I am having. So one of them is taking work from others. So that is one. And strength I can say is like adaptability and learning new things and all those things.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Shekhar has not many strengths, but everybody actually has a gray area. And remember, mark my words, there is always a room for improvement, what we say. There is always a room for improvement. Nobody is perfect in this world. Nobody. Even I have my own gray areas, but I will not share with you. So what are my gray areas? Right? You can identify. Like Shekhar must have understood, Mathuresh ji ke jo na gray areas hain. But people normally don't share their gray areas. Ki bhai ye mera gray area hai. But everybody has a gray area, and there is always a room for improvement, even for the perfectionists also. Yeah. Next. Who's the next? Aap hai?
Yes, yes.
You have been attending this session.
Yes. He was there.
हाँ, तो why are you reluctant to stand up? और आप तो fear के वो नहीं है ना?
No. My strength is that I work very hard. Say I never see the times. I work very hard.
You never
see the timings about doing the work. That is my strength. That I can work as much as can. Means working style is more, and leadership quality also there with me. I have trained so many people under me. And weakness, I never see any weakness in my, I don't know. But I never see.
You don't know your weakness.
Yeah.
अच्छा, okay, good. यहाँ पर it reminded me. Can you write down your productivity? There is a word known as productivity. Please, if you want to make a note of this, productivity. Now, productivity is the ratio of output and input. Like he said, I work very hard. So, but is the productivity in place? And what is productivity? That minimum inputs and maximum outputs. Maximum output and minimum input. So that is productivity. So we should always keep that thing in mind. The second thing is work-life balance, what we have started talking these days. Like especially after these MNCs have come, like so much of a workload is there and people are busy working. So but then there has to be a work-life balance also. You should do some physical exercises also. At times sit in peace also. Not that every time you have to keep working only. So sleeping is also very important. So that work-life balance I just thought I should touch upon. Yeah.
Sir, I am plus 70.
Sorry?
I am plus 70 years.
Oh, wonderful.
Actually, I am a civil engineer. And my plus point is to get the perfection from all the work. Whatever field I am working in, to get the perfection from the subordinates.
Okay.
And
So you are very demanding boss.
And another thing, there is no gray side for me because I take result from that one. So there is no gray side for me.
Okay, good.
Whatever gray side is I am seeing, I am taking the result from that one. So it comes to the perfection.
Good. But both of us have a grey area, you and me, that we have grey hair. I hope I have not missed out. कुछ लोगों ने तो अभी ज्वाइन किया है, so but they can also participate, like if they want to. After Sneha, if you people can want to, it is just we are discussing strengths and weaknesses. That's it. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Sneha this side. My grey area is communicating between my thought process to this public. So
Public speaking or one-on-one interaction also.
anyone जो मेरे thought process में रहता है वैसे communications में convey नहीं कर पाती, तो वहाँ पे मेरा थोड़ा grey area आ जाता है.
You can't put your thoughts into words.
Yes. That is my grey area. Communications, part of one of the communications, you can say. And my strength is जो भी काम मुझे दो, मेरा अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ तो मैं करके दिखाऊंगी.
If there is somebody, at least in this room or even otherwise, with whom it is very difficult for me to say no, then it is Sneha Vaidya. So I beg to differ from her, like that she is unable to communicate. In my opinion, she communicates very, very well, and she gives very positive vibes also. What I said, non-verbal communication I touched. Body language. That body language is very, very positive. And I don't know, she feels so fine, she could be right, and there is always, as I said, there is always a room for improvement, but I feel that her communication skills are actually good. She is able to communicate what the other person can understand. So anyway, that's my experience. I am associated with Sneha and sort of like with Manish also from the year 2014 or 15 you can say. So I know like quite well, as I mentioned, for Manish, and likewise I am making a statement for Sneha also, that she is very good in communication and I understand it very fast. Shekhar, do you agree with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah, the new people like who have just joined, if you want to participate.
The topic is we have to define our grey areas. Not weakness.
वीकनेस या स्ट्रेंथ, एक स्ट्रेंथ और एक वीकनेस, वो भी अगर आप बताना चाहें तो. या नहीं है ना, स्ट्रेंथ है ना वीकनेस है.
They're not prepared.
They are not prepared. But we know ना कि हमारी क्या स्ट्रेंथ है और हमारी क्या वीकनेस है. नहीं पता? Okay, good. So I think I have covered most of the points I have jotted down from my memory and more so. Sorry?
My weakness is कि जब भी मैं काम करती हूँ मैं सही रहती हूँ, क्योंकि सामने वाला मुझे पिंच करता है बोलता है तो मुझे जल्दी से गुस्सा आ जाता है. I don't know why.
पर वो पिंच क्यों करता है?
I don't know.
वो पिंच पता है क्यों करता है? क्योंकि उसे मालूम है आपको गुस्सा आएगा. I'm telling you with my experience. अगर आपको किसी की पर्सनैलिटी पता है कि ये बहुत सेंसिटिव है, तो आप उसको जो है पिंच करोगे, वो अपने आप शुरू हो जाएगा। थिंक ओवर इट।
लेकिन मैं सही रहती हूँ, फिर भी वो पिंच करता है। मैं अगर मैं सही हूँ, मैंने सब कुछ सही किया, फिर भी वो मुझे पिंच करता ही करता है। मैं ताकि मुझे गुस्सा है, आई डोंट नो व्हाई, मतलब मैं गुस्सा हो जाती हूँ, एंड जब गुस्सा होती हूँ तो मैं कुछ बोलती हूँ तो आफ्टर दैट रोने भी लगती हूँ।
अच्छा, गुस्सा एंड रोना
दोनों साथ में आते हैं।
क्या रोने वाले लोग बहुत हैं।
हमारी स्ट्रेंथ इज कि मैं किसी भी काम के लिए मना नहीं करती। लाइक अगर मुझे कोई भी काम सडनली दिया जाएगा तो देन मैं ऑन द स्पॉट स्टार्ट कर दूँगी। ये मेरी स्ट्रेंथ।
Very good. So I know all of you are very, very hardworking because your leaders are actually hardworking. So you have to be hardworking. But I also feel that what I said, like work-life balance जो है वो थोड़ा सा आप लोग maintain करिए. और now if you want to ask anything, so far I have been only asking you. If you want to ask anything, please ask me. Otherwise we close this session and. अभी भी इसमें कोई रोना आने की जरूरत नहीं है। 20 हाँ, आप बोलिए जो मन में आ रहा है। Anyone, please.
So you were talking about work-life balance, and Mr. Narayan Murthy has said that 70 hours is required in a week.
Yes.
What we should work. The young Indian people are not working. What do you feel about that?
70. Welcome, Mahima.
70 hours in a week.
But 70 hours, I also read it.
Yeah.
Frankly, I have not gone into too much of a detail. But
Because
you tell me,
what Mr. Murthy feels
so
that
per day, how much will it come?
10 hours. So it's not what I feel is it's not the amount of hours that's required, it's the productivity which you are already covered. So it's not the 70 hours. What we do, maximum output in 70 hours, that is important. It may be in 50 hours also.
But minimum एक दिन में कितना आएगा इसका 70 hours का?
If it is like 6 days, it's 12 hours.
12 hours.
You see, though I have never worked in a software industry, but I think in software industry I have seen people working like that. I have seen. So maybe that's anyway. I would not like to comment because he's a successful guy. So Narayan Murthy, and if suppose tomorrow Bill Gates make some statements.
This can be quite debatable. Why? Because when the world is going to 4 days working, India is looking towards 70 hours of work.
Yes. You have heard what she said just now? She said, please repeat.
So what I'm saying is, when the world is going towards looking at 4 days working, because of all the consequences that working so hard and so many hours is doing to the family life, and divorces happening, disputes happening, families, children getting into addiction, lot of other problems, social problems which are happening. So with that in mind, Netherlands and many other places are going into 4 days of work culture, where in India it is going the reverse way. So India we have seen both, urban and rural, where there is no balance between what is right, what is wrong. So really it's up to person how they would like to see things.
Frankly, I have worked in companies, professional organizations which give a 5-day week. So I feel that what she just now said, now people are actually moving towards 4-day week. Anyway, I will not get too much into the detailing of it. And I said that Narayan Murthy or Bill Gates or those people, they have done too good to themselves. They have been very successful. Ratan Tata. So I would not like to get into what they have made a statement. But yes, I beg to differ, and I agree with what Shekhar has said. Like productivity is very important. What are you delivering at the end of the day? That is very, very important. Rather quality. I touched upon the word quality also. Quality consciousness. I also said fast and steady wins the race. वो rabbit और tortoise वाली कहानी अब applicable नहीं है. I have mentioned that also. But उसके बाद कुछ अपना me time, आजकल बच्चे use करते हैं word me time. So spend some time give some time to yourself, think over, do some introspection, develop yourself. बाकी ठीक है, industry की कोई है requirement, so I will not get into it. So any other question anybody wants to ask, please don't hesitate in asking. Yeah, please.
जैसे आपने सबको ग्रे एरिया पूछा, so just throw enlighten के how to overcome with those gray areas in few words.
किसी जैसे डॉक्टर होता है ना, आप उसके पास जाते हैं, मेरे पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, वो कहता है पहले 1000 रुपए जमा करो आप या 1500, फिर मैं प्रिस्क्रिप्शन आपको लिख के उसका दूंगा. बट एनीवे आई विल राइट अ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू, बट आई वोंट बी चार्जिंग मनी फॉर दैट. बट डेफिनेटली फॉर ग्रे एरियाज यू नीड अ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. I am jokes like on a serious note, you need a prescription actually. How to overcome those gray areas? Hence I said that please write down on a piece of paper. In fact, you can have a Sneha, you can have a common paper where people will write their strengths and gray areas. And maybe if some gray area is getting very common in your organization, then a separate maybe session can be conducted for the gray area. Or for that common gray area. And if on a one-on-one session, you people can always approach me and I can also guide you. But ज़्यादा जो मेरे को परसेप्शन में आया है कि इंग्लिश बोलने का आया है, कि पीपल हैव सेड कि मैं इंग्लिश नहीं बोलनी आती है, और एक गेटिंग क्राइंग एंड ऑल दैट, सो दैट एक्चुअली कम्स विद मैच्योरिटी. सो वो एक है. और एक ये फियर का एलिमेंट था, तो मैंने आपको लिख के भी बता दिया. False evidence appearing real, and still like I am okay whenever you want. In fact, my email ID, my cell number, everything is available with Sneha and Manish.
Yes, I will share.
You can even call me up. Don't hesitate in calling me up. जब आपका मन करे, या आप एटलीस्ट WhatsApp पे आप भेज दीजिए, और I will give you a reply, and even I can call you if the need be. So I am very WhatsApp savvy. So if you want, you can connect my WhatsApp number, or if you want to note down right now also, it is 70216-85909. 70216-85909. And Millie has my email ID also. You have my email ID.
I have your cards.
You have the card. So that is sherry@ozhospitality.com. That's the name of my company. Sherry, SHERRY. Sherry@ozhospitality.com. ozhospitality.com. So I have given you my number. So I am very accessible on both WhatsApp, email, and you can call me anytime. If I am busy, I will tell you that I'll cut the phone, or maybe I'll call you later if I am in a meeting or something. Right? So friends, it has been a great pleasure interacting with all of you here, and the best part is that you people have come out and spelled out your gray areas, your strengths, which in itself is a big achievement. It is actually an outcome of the session only, that you could understand, okay, these are the parameters, because people don't even know the parameters. How will they be judged? By their seniors, by their neighbors. Why only we talk of professionalism only, office and all. Even I am telling you these things, trust, take my word, these things work in your house also, in your family, with your friends. All these things work. So one of you take the initiative of organizing a picnic, for example, for MG and associates. Do you go for picnics, all of you?
Have experienced that.
You have gone?
Kajal. Yes, 3 months back.
3 months back. So take some initiative, organize some maybe a small session here, debate session, anything you feel like. Take initiative, be innovative. Whatever I have told you and you have heard me. Yeah? So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Big clap for all.
Following Mr. Mathuresh enlightening insights in self-development, we now move forward to the next segment of our event, focusing on honing essential skills, crucial for our professional growth. Today we have the privilege of introducing an expert dedicated to empowering us with fundamental tools in the realm of Excel. So we will just take a short break of 5 to 10 minutes before we can start with the Excel.
Okay.
स्टॉप कर चालू रहेगा स्टॉप करना